Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be training chest and triceps, and I'm also going to be doing like a Q&A in between sets. So, yeah, I asked you guys to give me questions, so I'll be answering them. And I'm going to start off the workout with incline bench press. Last time I did 185 for 8 reps. So I'm going to go up to 190 and try and rep it out as much as I can and hopefully get stronger. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, so the first question that I got asked is, what's my favorite split and what supplements do I take? My favorite split is push-pull legs. I've done upper lower, but I really just enjoy the training on push-pull legs. Just really focusing on like 2 muscles, like chest and triceps, and then back and biceps. I really just like that training compared to doing like 1 or 2 sets for your whole upper body, and then which I'm not saying it's bad or anything. It's probably like more optimal because you get to train it 3 times per week. But I just really enjoy the training of push-pull legs, and you're still training each muscle twice per week. So yeah. And what supplements do I take? I just take protein powder, like if I didn't get enough protein during the day, which normally I do. And I also take creatine, and a multivitamin. Okay, so I'll answer 2 questions now. The first question I got asked is how many times I should train biceps per week, and I think it's the same as every other muscle. You should probably train if you're trying to like maximize muscle gain, which I'm guessing everyone's probably trying to do that. I would say probably 2 or 3 times per week. It just depends on how much your volume is. If you're doing like 20 sets each workout for biceps, and then you're trying to do that 3 times per week, then no, you're not going to be able to recover enough to be able to do it 3 times a week. That's why it's good to do like lower volume, like maybe 4 or 5 sets twice or 3 times per week, compared to just trying to do like 10 or 20 sets all at once. Because the more you train it per week, the more opportunities you have to grow. So and the next question I got asked is, when should I cut? And this is a good question because I always I'm always curious whenever I'm like at the end of a bulk when I should cut, because like one day I'll feel like I'm really fat, and the next day I'll feel like I haven't put on enough size to be able to cut. But I would say, like, if you still have abs, then there's no reason to cut, really. But and if it's like your first 2 or so years of lifting, then if you're starting out skinny, then I definitely wouldn't cut. And I don't know, I guess you kind of just have to like look at your physique and kind of like see if you're fat, and if you're fat, then cut. And if you're, yeah, if you haven't put on if you haven't put on enough size, then keep bulking for a while. And yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, I guess. It just depends on what your goal is. And yeah, if you want to keep bulking so you can look better in the future, if you just want to cut so you can look better like right now. And so I would say it just depends on what your goal is. Yeah. Now I'm gonna train triceps. I'm gonna do the dumbbell overhead press. Okay, so the next question I got asked is best gym tips. My best gym tip is to eat big to get big. Okay, so the next question after that, by the same guy, he asked, I can't remember what he asked, let me go look at it. The question he asked, the same guy, is he asked what inspired me to start. What inspired me to start was, I was, just getting into self-improvement. I was like 15 and I was just trying to like look better. So yeah, I first started off with like my style, like clothes, and then I tried different hairstyles, and yeah, I was just really trying to look as good as I possibly could. And yeah, I was like, well, that'd be good if I started working out. I didn't really expect very much. I was like, that'd be good if I just put on a little bit of muscle. But then I just fell in love with it, and I'm really glad I started. Okay, so the last question I got asked by Rusty Wren, and he asked, how do I track my calories and protein? And the way that I do it, and I feel like it's probably the easiest way, a lot of people just like to guess, or like try to keep track of it in their mind, which is good if they're good at doing that, but I probably would not be very good at it, and it's easy to go, I'd be like 500 or 300 calories off or something. So the way I do it is, like, let's say I was gonna drink a cup of milk, or I was gonna drink milk. I look at the serving size and it says that it's 1 cup is 120 calories. So I just measure out a cup, put it in the glass, and then drink that milk, 1 cup of milk. And then I go into an app. The app that I use to track it is MyFitnessPal, and it's free. They have a paid for version, but I just use the free version. And you can just type in milk, and I just make sure that it aligns. It doesn't have to be the exact brand of milk, but I just look up milk, and it'll show up with results for like, yeah, how much certain brands are, but I just make sure it doesn't have to be the exact same one. I just make sure that it aligns with what the nutrition label on the one that I did drink says. So if the one that I drank was 120 calories for a cup, I just look up milk, and I look for the ones that are 120 calories and 8 grams of protein, or whatever the one I drank was. And then, yeah, I just make sure it aligns with the nutrition label on that. And then you can add it, and yeah, it'll take it away from the total, and it'll tell you how many more calories you need to eat in a day. And yeah, it's definitely very helpful. So that was the last question. And yeah, if you want to see more Q&A videos, or if you want to see any other certain types of videos that I make, then comment down below. And yeah, this was kind of a fun video to make. So thank you to everyone that commented. And that's the end of the workout. It was pretty good. And yeah, See ya.